This sign says, talk close to microphone. What they ought to do is make this, more my level. Anyway, I'd like to introduce Carly Fiorina, and that's what this is about. I'm glad that you all turned out. I'm hoping that you got a really good meal out of this, because that's what we're aiming for. We believe in feeding people well where we can. And, we hope that you're happy with that. Here at the Goffstown GOP, there's a policy of keeping candidate introductions down to 3 minutes. And I promised Mrs. Fiorina's campaign manager that I would do so. And I'm rather sorry that I made that promise, because in researching her background, I realized that I couldn't begin to describe Carly Fiorina's experience and qualifications within a reasonable time. So I'm going to ask everyone here to Google her name and do some reading. A person running for almost any office needs two skill sets that don't have much overlap. One set is the ability to campaign and win votes. The other set actually involves making good policy decisions, and for executive type offices like the presidency, implementing those policy decisions as part of the day-to-day management of a very large and unwieldy operation. Many presidential candidates have the first skill set, and we see that all the time, usually established by years of political campaigns. What we as voters have to decide from what we see of the first skill set is, does this candidate possess enough of the second skill set to manage something as large and as cumbersome as the federal government?
All right, thank you.
With the current president, we've seen that someone who is a campaigning savant and a clueless, and some would say malevolent, manager can destroy the American dream. After 7 years, hope and change has assumed a new meaning. We all fervently hope that things will change, and soon. Carly Fiorina has an impressive track record of getting things to work in the private sector, and also has a long list of accomplishments in the nonprofit sector. Why does this qualify her to run the executive branch? Those of you who have run businesses understand that good managers get results by bringing in the best people that they can find, by sticking to principles through thick and thin, and by demanding quality results both of oneself and of others. There is no question that Carly Fiorina can do this. She has already done it over and over again. Given her background, Ms. Fiorina probably knows more of the best problem solvers in America than any other candidate. One of the key features of those that we consider to be good presidents is that they bring in the top talent that they need to do the job. So when you look at each candidate, ask yourself, is this person going to bring in people who have the talent and the wherewithal to do the job, or will the political class be overly represented in their talent pool? When it comes to policy, Ms. Fiorina sticks to the values that shaped our republic. She has a true love for liberty and realizes that the rights of every American are not given by government, but endowed by a loving creator. But then some of the other candidates do as well. What you must do is determine for yourself who can actually reinstate the values that this country was founded upon. Who has the best capability to reinvigorate the American dream and American exceptionalism? We are at the make it work moment. And with that, I'd like to introduce someone who understands that reality very well, Carly Fiorina.
Croc TV.